Hello everyone. Welcome to another one of the Dudezord's stream. My name is Dudezord, and we are doing some streaming. GG, the intro is done. How are you guys? So today is a beautiful Thursday. It is Father's Day in Portugal. I've never really understood why Father's Day needs to be different across the world, but whatever. But yeah, if you live in Portugal and you are a father today, then congrats. Probably your kid is gonna bring something from school to give you. In my case, I got some bottle of wines for later, because that's what my old man enjoys. And yeah, so morning stream, right? So it means that we are doing some game development, and the project for the day is continuing on the Unreal Engine RTS game that we are making with friends. Someone from my family is asking if I've been streaming. I've just told them that I'm currently live. Maybe they'll appear. Hello, yes, just good morning. How are you? Feeling better about your pneumonia? I hope so. I do hope so. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Just coughing like crazy, yeah. Yeah. Pneumonia is not fun. Anything lung related sucks so much. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of December when I was like suffering like crazy because of the trip from Brazil, but it's all fine now, fortunately. Yeah, so again, we're doing some Unreal development, so might as well get started, right? Bottom right. GG, we are on Unreal now, just like magic. And so the task for the day is to essentially continue. Hold on, let me see if I can just remove this goddamn flow field. Control E, no. Control B, also no. Okay, I don't know the key. But the objective is to continue the task that we were working on Monday, I believe. Yep. And the task that we are working on Monday, well, I haven't even opened it here, so let me do that fairly quickly. Okay, standalone. Hold on, it's opening. Up. It's this one. Attack and selection sounds. Yeah. So essentially we need to add the ability that whenever one of our units attacks, he will play like a shooting sound or like a rocket being fired or something, we already have that. Okay, so we worked that on Monday, so that's working. GG. I can show you. So let me play. And we'll do some live testing here. I might need to lower the volume for this because I want to increase the in-game one. Okay, that was funny. That's a nice combination of emojis. Okay, so we have our base here. So if we spawn a rifleman, you will see that if we try to shoot at this guy, they shoot. GG. And if we do a mortar as well, you hear the mortar. GG. And pretty much all of them are doing something, right? Even the tank. Yeah, so all of these are working, which is very, very nice. And we also already started implementing the second part, which is the selection sounds. So if we select land base, we get this beautiful sound, cozy sound. And if we were to have a water arbor that we currently do not have, well, I have on the other screen, hold on this one. Yeah, this is the second player. So if we had a water arbor and if we select it, it plays this cozy, like ropes being stretched and whatnot, and some wave sound. So this part is working, but if we spam if we like click multiple times, it's like doing this spammy thing that I kinda do not like, right? Yeah, this is ugly because we already have this selected, so we shouldn't be triggering this again. And I think that we are probably doing something similar as well for the units, right? So we'll need to handle these multiple sounds playing thing. But for now, I would say that we could skip that part and just make sure that we add the data table for the remaining of the units, so that all of the units can have like a selection sound. Because right now it's working for the rifleman, right? But if I were to spawn a mortar, you need to chill, little bro. Okay, no, don't shoot. Okay, if I select the rifleman, it works, but if I select the mortar, it does not. Right, so the mortar, even if I click a ton, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's what we need to do for now. So I think we have a data table actor audio. Yeah, this is essentially a JSON, okay, JSON file, but that Unreal has a proper editor for them, which is cool for creating complex structures so that you can like map sounds and images and other properties, and even read from external files if needed, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if we read here, you'll notice that we have selection sound for the land fortress, selection sound for the water fortress, and the selection sound for the rifleman. And then we have all of these attack sounds for all of the possible units that we currently have. So essentially what we need to do is we need to create one selection sound for all of these. So we might as well get started, I guess. Gonna be a little bit of a boring task, to be completely honest with you. But it is what it is. So I need to change the rifleman to be a mortar. GG. And now we need to do this one as well. So it is a captain selection. No, it's not this. Hold on. I need to duplicate form always from this. So this is a captain selection, and this is a captain. And then I need to duplicate this again, and we'll just do this until we have all of them working, essentially. This will be the artillery, I believe. Artillery, yes. Artillery. And then duplicate again. This will be the tank. Good morning, Lit Geek. Welcome to Unreal Game Development. Yes. Did I show you this game already? Not sure. I don't think you were here on Monday, right? You only started watching on Tuesday. Let me know. If you haven't, I'll just quickly show you what the game is about. Tank selection. Now we do the warship. Whoops. Warship. And this will be a warship. Now a battleship. Battleship, yes, and now a corvette. Corvette. And we need to change it here as well. Okay. So can I reorder these somehow? Maybe. That would be nice. Right, so this is the rifleman. Now this is the mortar, attack and selection. Sorry, selection and attack. No, I want it this way. Then the Capitan. Attack and selection. Now the artillery. Attack and selection. Now the tank. Attack and selection. Now the warship. Attack and selection. Now the battleship. Attack and selection. And then the corvette. Attack and selection. GG. We should have all of them. So why is this the wrong way? Bro, okay. Attack selection, attack selection, attack selection, attack selection. GG, GG, GG. Rifleman, mortar, captain, artillery, tank, warship, battleship, corvette. Okay. This should be working now. So let's give it a try. So I'll just ask again, just in case you didn't listen or whatever. But Litkick, this is to you. Have you seen this game yet? Or is this the first time that you are watching the Unreal game? Just so I know if I should go into more detail and show you what this is about. But if you are lurking, just continue working. Lurking, it's fine. Alrighty, so now, in theory, at least, we should have selection sounds for pretty much everything. So let's quadruple check everything again. So, Arbor sound, GG. Fortress sound, GG as well. And if we select a rifleman, we get one as well. Oh, I just noticed something. we are missing selection sounds for the medic and for the transport boat, because those do not have attack sounds, so that's why they weren't here. So we'll need to add those here as well. So let's do that first. Let's do that first. Okay, so I want to duplicate the rifleman selection, but this won't be for the rifleman, this will be for the medic. Okay, and now the medic. Hold on, the medic, it's here. Medic. Hello, dude. Good morning, Imperial. How's it going? Big fan of RTS here. Very cool, very cool. Welcome to the stream. This is yeah, well, it's an RTS game that I've been working with friends, and yeah, it's been on development for 2 years already, mostly on our spare time. But the objective is to start selling this. So I do have like some videos here that I started cutting, but I didn't.
Ridiculous.
Hold on. Sorry. Let me cut the audio. There should be like some gameplay here. This is kinda the Risk board game, you know? Like you'll have like your Europe map, and you will spawn in one of these individual fortresses, and you start from there, and then you start conquering other fortresses, expanding your territory, getting entire countries for yourself, and then you just battle it out against other people. The game supports up to 255 online players at once, which we are looking to test properly one of these days. But yeah, in theory, we can have 255 people playing. It's set in modern ages. Yeah, it's set in modern ages, and I can show you why, because all the ships are fairly modern as well. 255 sounds a familiar number to me. Yeah, because it's the maximum value that you can have with an 8-bit number, right? And mainly because there are only so many fortresses here. Like each fortress is one of these black squares, right? So this is the minimum that you'll. This is essentially the limit that you have. But yeah, this is the map. You can see this beautiful Europe map. We have other maps in development as well for the different regions in the world. And but yeah, you have like Portugal here with the islands, Spain, France, all of that, and each one of these houses are fortresses, which is one of the first buildings that you get when you join the game, and then you start conquering from there. And you have Tunisia at the bottom. Yes, we do have Tunisia just because, again, we needed to make the map like square, just so it fits the mini map here, and the only way to also capture like the entirety of Europe with the proper scale and stuff was to add some additional countries to the top and to the bottom. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, this is the Europe map. And these are just to make sure that this is squared. And yeah, essentially the way that this is played is you go to one of your You can see here that I am red. So for all intents and purposes, you pick one of your fortresses, starting fortresses, this one for instance. You start spamming a ton of guys, right? And then you just like throw the guys to another fortress until they kill the last guy there, and then GG. We get this fortress for ourselves, and because we have all of the fortresses of the same country, then we control this country, and we get some like bonus gold that gets generated every turn. And well, now you just need to imagine this with 50 other people spread out on the entire map, and chaos will happen for sure. Each zone has a set number of fortresses. Yes, and it depends in IRL area for the country and population, right? So, for example, like you have this northern part of Italy that is a very large region, but for all intents and purposes, again, it only has like 2 fortresses. But then you have like, I don't know, like Austria, which is seemingly smaller than this northern part of Italy, and it also has 2. Right, and even Czech Republic only has 2, Slovakia only has 2, but then you have like Germany, which has 6, and France also has 6, and but yeah, countries have different sizes of fortresses, but you can have like one set of fortresses belonging to one team, and then another set of fortresses belonging to another team. But the goal, the overall goal, is like trying to conquer as much fortresses as you can and capture the entire country. And once you control, then there are 2 play modes. Like either who controls more than 50% of all the fortresses wins, or who controls the most after 1 or 2 hours of gameplay wins. Depends on the rule set that then we apply. So if you capture all fortresses, you capture the entire zone. Yes. Exactly. So if I were to throw my guys from Serbia to Montenegro, again, I'll only capture this fortress first. So you will see that it still doesn't have like the red outline around, neither the center flag, right? But if I now go and capture the second fortress there, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna able to without dying. Okay, I will. Okay, so I captured the second fortress. Both are red. Then this country is now red and belongs to me. And because the entire country belongs to me, I'm generating more gold each round. This is not a turn-based game, but we still have like the concept of every 20 seconds a round happens, and what that essentially means is that every 20 seconds we calculate which fortresses belong to everyone, which countries belong to each one, and then we give an extra gold to people based on that. So the more fortresses and the more countries you control, more gold you generate each 20 seconds, and the more you can spam in terms of units. But yeah, we also have a bot that can play the game really, really well, better than me. I'm not really good at this game. I'm only a developer. Yeah, but we have bots, and we can have the bots like playing on the entire map with thousands of units just running around, and yeah, the performance is still locked at 60 FPS. Everything is being properly synced across the internet with other players and stuff. So this actually started, just for some lore reason, risk reload reforged. This actually started as Warcraft 3 mod around 10 years ago. So you'll see here that this is a more ancient version of the game. And this all happens inside Warcraft 3. But because this was a mod, this couldn't be monetized, right? So we have hundreds of people that actually play this mod after all of these years. So I thought, well, maybe we can convert those people into playing the standalone version, the upgraded version. And yeah, that's mainly the reason why we decided to go from this to an Unreal build. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you can even have boats and stuff, so you can either go by land or by the ocean. And we are trying to not copy, but we are trying to use the defaults from the base game, because that's what the players are used to. And but we are still trying to put some of our own take into the game itself. So some things still need to be like properly balanced, but yeah, the overall feedback is that it's great, and people will make the switch once we actually go public with this. Currently, we are only having like private tests that you can actually participate if you are interested in, and every once in a while we even have competitions with a prize pool of like $50 or $100 or something whenever we get a sponsor, essentially. Yeah, and this is the game, and I've been helping a ton, mainly on more simple like gameplay stuff, like the selection of units and the UI, the sounds. There are people more hardcore that go like into the actual multiplayer, making sure everything gets in sync and whatnot. But I'm more on a visual side of things and the user experience. Okay, so as I was saying before this interruption, we are working on making sure that we have both selection and attack audio for all of the different units in game. So you'll notice that when we select guys, they play like a stepping sound. Really cool. And if I select a fortress, it plays a different sound. If I play a water fortress, if I could find one here, it even plays a different one. So they also play attack sound. So if I were to throw these three guys to this one at the top, you will hear some shooting. All right. And yeah, now we are just essentially double checking that all of the selection sounds are working. So I'll just quickly spam one of each. GG. Can you stop pushing, Mr. Okay. So we have the rifleman, which works. GG. We have the mortar, which also works. GG. The medic is also working. Hold on, the medic is also working? I didn't add the medic yet. Hold on. Hold on. How is the medic working? What the hell? Oh no, the medic has the selection. Oh, did I? Okay, I added the medic already. Yeah, forgive me for being dumb. Okay, the medic has a selection sound. Bro, can you go? Thank you. Okay, the tank has a selection sound as well. So does the artillery. So does the captain. And this is the rifleman. Okay, so for all of these land guys, it is working. So now we need to do kind of the same thing, but for the water units. So there are 4 types of units. So we have the almighty transport boat, where you can essentially put units, land units inside and move them elsewhere in the map. And then we have the, why can't I select this? The battleship, warship, and the corvette. So all of these are playing the proper selection. Well, not the proper selection sound. They are playing the only selection sound that we currently have. Obviously, these will then have their own ones, a more appropriate ones, I would say. I don't know if we have another sounds for these. Let me quickly double check. No, we only have like the marching. Oops. No. We only have the boots marching one. But yeah, someone else will work on making sure we have the proper sounds in. Our objective is just plugging in the code, making sure that all of this is working. But you will notice that for the transport boat, it is not working. So we need to still add an entry for the transport boat. And I essentially need to duplicate this line. This will be the transport one, unit type transport ship. Transport ship. Selection 0. Alright, and we save. And probably now it works. Most certainly it will. Let's wait until this starts. Alright. So if we go to a water thing and we create a transport guy and now we select it, GG, it's working. GG. Alright, so let me see if I can actually commit any of these now. Play selection sound for fortresses, and then this is the play selection sound for units. All right, but we still have that. If you click like multiple times on top of an entity of a unit, it will just spam all of this. So this is what we are now trying to solve, and it's both spamming for the units and also for the fortresses. So that's what we need to fix. Yeah, so let's see, where can we start looking for this? Okay, so everywhere we play an audio, we are calling this play 3D sound by tags async. Okay, so I might as well just do a find usages here. So we have two sounds or two types of attacks, right? A more unit to unit close combat attack, which is what this one is doing. And then we have a more AoE like cannon thing. But I think these are fine. We don't need to handle these. Well, maybe it should just be a matter of not allowing for overlap on these, you know. Maybe I can just change that flag. Sound stop behavior. Okay, let's see what this sound stop behavior actually does. Stop sound if playing. Sound type tag. Okay, what type of interrupt do we have? Overlap. Don't stop already playing sounds of the same type. Stop already. Okay, well, maybe we can change all of this to interrupt. And if you spam, you'll be playing them from the start instead of queuing a bunch of them. We'll give it a try and see what it feels. Because in reality, people won't actually be spamming these units that much. But we just want to have like a proper feel on how these might sound for the real players that we are not part of. Okay. We'll try auto reloading, which sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't, but we'll give it a try. We will give it a try. Okay, this is finished. And we'll try again. And see. The music is probably very, very low to you guys, right? But I need to make sure you guys can actually hear the... these sounds here. Okay, so now instead of just enqueuing sounds on top of the other, every time you click, like, it starts from scratch. Now, I don't know if this is the behavior that they will want or not. So I might as well ask. So let me quickly ping the lead developer regarding the selection sounds. If I click multiple times on, we are effectively selecting it every click. Should I still play an audio there? I know I'm playing with interrupt instead of overlap, and it feels okay-ish. I don't want to over engineer something that doesn't need over engineering. Okay, I messaged the guy, but they'll probably only get to us in 2 or 3 hours. But I would say that this feels much better. So if we were to actually have like a ton of these, maybe this is better. I don't know. I think I might as well just commit what we have here. Because again, I don't want to be over engineering any of these, right? If there's no point of over engineering. Because essentially the issue is that although visually, okay, forget the sounds now, okay? But visually, when I'm clicking multiple times on this fortress, nothing really changes. But in terms of code, on every click, I'm selecting this fortress. And because I'm selecting this fortress, then I am playing the audio. So same thing for the units. Like if I have this unit selected and then I click again on top of it, I mean, you will even notice I cannot zoom in enough. But you'll notice for the units that the circle actually like moves 1 pixel when I click on it. So I'm actually selecting this unit on every click, and that's also what triggers the sound. So the only possibilities would be for us to have like a vector or a Nash map or whatever, or a Nash set, probably a better use for this use case. With all of the entities selected on the previous frame, and we only play sounds for the newly selected ones. Again, that's not like actually over engineering. That's a pretty sensible solution to this. But because this game actually exists for almost 10 years already, the expectation for me as a developer is not to break any assumptions. So whenever I have a question, I shouldn't actually act on it on my own. I need to properly ask what the expectation is, because people have been playing this for years and years, and if the game diverts a little bit more than what it's supposed to, then people won't probably enjoy it. So I think that for now, this is probably okay. So yeah, I think I'm just going to create a PR with this. Change the unit selection sound to interrupt on consecutive selections. Yeah, and I think we might as well just create the PR here, and they will test it and they will provide proper feedback. Can automatically merge. Ay ay ay. They changed something. Okay, we need to rebase. I hate rebasing. What have they changed? Now I'm scared. Because I'm gonna say a bad word. The shitty thing about Unreal is that whenever there's a conflict in one of the UI assets, then it's game over. You need to rebuild the entire thing from scratch. And this seemingly will tell me that the issue is that there's some file that cannot be merged. Ay ay ay. I'm afraid. Okay, let's click the create pull request just so it tells us what's the file. BP base fortress. What have I changed here? I don't even recall. Uh, yeah, I don't even recall what I changed on BP Base Fortress. So, have you thought about developing your own game? I don't know. I don't know. One, I don't have any ideas for games because I have not been into that ad space for so long. And second, I like money. I like actually having like a proper salary at the end of the month, which is what this also brings me. This brings me a little bit of income. Um, this project. Um, so yeah, if I were to work on my own game, then I mean it's for sure an idea. But I would say that it would probably. Is your time hourly for this game? Yes. But I have a limit of 20 hours a month. I can work more hours if I want to. They will just pay me 20 hours. But I do have the incentive to maybe put a little bit more effort, put a little bit more hours, even if unpaid, because the idea again is to make this like a commercial project, and we are trying to apply for the Epic Games grant this year, and if we are successful, then I'll be probably, well, I won't say I will probably be brought in full time, but there's a big chance that I can be brought full time, and then I would just be a regular employee to this game, which is far more interesting than, at least for myself, than spend years making games on my own and don't have any actual income besides Twitch. Which, as we can see, we have 4 viewers right now, so... Well, my total income so far is around $6 for 2 weeks of streaming, so... Let me know. Let me know if that's a good bet to make. I mean, some people like to risk it, right? There's like Cake Z77, which has been working pretty much full time on his game for from his own money, but he gambled a ton, and now he's moderately. He's a little bit rich now because he's essentially already sold over like $300,000 on his game. But it's a gamble, and I'm not a betting man at all. Yeah, stream income is probably slow to build. Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate all of you guys. Like you guys really didn't have to come with your primes and subs and stuff. It helps with the motivation, obviously, but yeah. At the end of the day, it won't be those $6 or $7 that will make a difference, right? It needs to be like 100 times larger minimum for this to make sense. Do you do a second stream? Did you? Yeah. Yes. We did play Red Dead Redemption for 3 hours yesterday. Yeah, I've been trying to make the 2 streams every single day. I think I only missed once because I had like some IRL stuff to do. But the idea is to do every day 2 streams. A dev one in the morning, a gaming one in the afternoon. And I don't know, but if this Twitch thing were to be successful, then I would say that it will probably be more successful from the morning stream, than the afternoon one, because on the morning stream, on average, I have like 10 people watching, while on the afternoon stream, also it's like a 18 plus game, obviously, but on the afternoon stream, it's like 3-4 people, and I'm in the middle of a random category that people cannot actually find me, right? Rocket League stream. Hell yeah. Sounds fine to me. We can even invite Timbo and go on 3v3s. Okay, we need to figure out this base fortress situation. I don't remember what I changed here. Let me quickly figure out what happened. Bro, if only this could like show. I don't know if I like sorted the order of the things. Yeah, this is going to be tough because now I don't know what I changed. Is there a... No, hold on. I think Unreal has a blueprint diff thing. I know it sucks. I know this blueprint thing sucks, but hello? Okay. But I wonder if I can find it. Find class, merge actors, no. There's like a diff thing. Okay, let's Google this. Diff Unreal blueprints. UE diff tool. All right. Where do I go? Where do I go, sir? Diff selected. No, I don't want to diff two of them. I want to diff myself against myself. Okay, so this is base fortress, I believe. Diff against myself. Can you like stop doing this dumb thing? Revision control, view changes, default and control change list. Do I need to go to... on the 16th of March? And this is what we worked on it. Yes, okay. Okay, sir, can you diff? Okay, this is not what I wanted. Can you diff? Help? Diff. Revision control is disabled. What the hell? Why? Connect to revision control. Provider. Git. Sure. Accept. GG, we have revision control now. We did it. All right. What changed? Well, I probably don't want to change my version to diff my version with this version because it should be the same. Start particle. What the hell? Okay, so then maybe we didn't actually... Maybe we don't like need anything from here. All right, diff. Diff with this. Okay, all of these are the same. And these also changed. Okay, then I don't think we need anything from there. So I think that what we can do, see, we can close Unreal. We can probably rebase this. Ay. And change stuff. Okay, hold on. Okay, we can rebase edit this. Alright. And we will essentially ignore the BP base fortress. Because I don't recall what... also fix the lowercase mortar tag. I see. I see. I mean, this should be fine for now. Okay, we force push. All right. And now we should also probably rebase this from this main instead. Okay, I remember the lowercase mortar thing now. Good thing we wrote that comment there. It's updating. Rebasing. Okay, it appears to be rebased now. GG. So unit type mortar. Okay, all of this is correct. But I'll need to double check the base fortress thing. Yeah, essentially for the mortar only, the tag was coming as lowercase because I guess someone mistyped it somewhere. And we tried to fix all of those references. I mean, it didn't make a big issue with it because it still worked fine, but just visually I think it was triggering a lot of the developers. So we ended up fixing that ourselves. Okay, let's see on base fortress. Base fortress. Alright. We opened the base fortress. Yeah, as you can see here, like unit type mortar is like all lowercase. But if we remove this and then we add it again, unit type mortar. Now it's properly uppercase. Yes. So now we just need to commit this again. Hold on. Okay, maybe I'll be able to interactive rebase all of this. And I will want to squash meld into previous one and discard the message. Now, which one will it discard? I never know. This is not what I wanted, sir. Hold on. Cancel. Rebase. Ah, I see. Okay, it's on this one. Yep. think it's this. Invalid argument cannot detach add. Ay ay ay. What is happening, little bro? What is happening, little bro? Interactive rebase. Why can't I just do this? I mean, whatever. We go like this. Push. We go like this. Okay. And now if we go here. Now this should be working. Okay, so let me message the other bra. Let me know. Okay, GG. This part here is done. I thought we would be spending more hours here, which we did not. So we only spent like 1 additional hour. So I still have 2 hours to go on this. But I didn't pick a task yet. And I cannot pick tasks without discussing them with the boys. But I do have an idea on something that we need to do from the other task that we worked on last week. So if you guys remember, if you don't, I'll just explain again, obviously. But if you guys remember, last week we worked on the ability of us to kill our own units. And one might ask, why? Isn't that dumb? And the reply is no, it's not dumb at all. Makes sense, because every time you kill one of the more powerful units, you get gold from that. So if you essentially can shoot your own lower health units, then you are denying them to die to the enemy. So the enemy won't get gold from those. Oh, you can see like the bots playing by themselves. GG. So let's pick a safe arbor here. Okay, we are the pink. Oh, they changed. No. I'm hearing cannons already, damn, okay. But this is not my sound. Yeah. Oh, and Jordan still has the wrong thing. Okay, funny. Okay, but essentially, if we have one of these guys, we can shoot on our own guy. But I think that what was happening is that if we had, for instance, captain or something, let me just wait for all these like chaotic. Okay, now this is way too spammy. Dank, way too loud. And it's not also that it's not like properly respecting the camera, right? I shouldn't be hearing those as loud as they are if I'm here. But I think that yeah. No, it's way too loud to me as well. But maybe I can lower like the Unreal. Okay, where is the Windows mixer? Help. Windows mixer. Up. I don't even know. Louder than your face. Alright, we lower Unreal. Better, right? But yeah, like if I'm sitting at this corner. I don't want to be listening to things that are happening like over there. So I'll need to properly figure this out. But yeah, as I was saying, is it fine now or is it still way too loud? Let me know. It's okay, cool. But yeah, we should have the ability to kill this guy here. Well, not now. Okay, so we have 153 gold. And we killed them and we got 1 gold back. But because we are killing from our own team, we don't actually want to get gold back. And we actually don't want to register that kill as ours. So that's also something that we need to handle from that... why am I just opening the wrong windows? That's something that we also need to handle ourselves. So I think there's like an award gold or something. Or give gold or... dot award. Yeah, there's this gold system. And this gets called like on a add gold thing, which is which you either get your gold back whenever you cancel your queue, or whenever... No, it's not this. This is also on the cancel purchase. No. Okay, so where are we actually getting gold added? It's not on spend. Oh, is it on record kill? Okay. So on record kill, we need to check if we are from the killer. If the killer team and the victim team is the same, we just early exit. Just so we do not like actually get our money. Bounty system, grant 1 gold per bounty threshold value killed. Yeah, because we don't want to do this. I think I'll just like add an early check and just quick regarding the denying, close registering the kill / gold. Should we just early exit on record kill? I'll do that for now. Wonder if we need to keep track something else still. Okay. I'll just let them know what I'm doing, and if they don't like it, then they don't like it. Okay. If the killer team and the victim team is the same, we just return. GG. Another task completed successfully. Very, very easy. Okay, where are the usages from here? On unit death. Yeah. Well, I think we just early exit here. And this should be fine for now. And we can test it. It's always funny to like watch the tasks that should be worked after. Oh, someone is working on the Mega Grant trailer. Nice. Very nice. Something is wrong. All right. When multiple bases are selected, select unit to purchase. Only the base that was first to be selected units are bought. If you use hotkeys, all bases spawn rifles. Ah, okay. I can probably fix this one. I can probably fix that one. Oh, this is still compiling. Crazy. Okay. We wait. Um... What more can we do? So we have the audio, play sounds, play 3D sounds, play 3D sound by tags, blah blah blah. But this is just loading the asset. Location, actor tag, sound type tag. Okay, this is just loading a new instance of the sound, and then we get this callback. So we'll call on sound loader 3D, and this should be spawn sound at location. Okay. So the sound at a given location, this does not travel with any actor. Your application is also not handled at this point. Volume, pitch, attenuation. Okay, I'll also warn them. Regarding the attack sounds, pretty much unbearable. I wonder if it seems like the 3D attenuation is either not properly plugged in or configured correctly. Let me know if you want me to take a look at that, or leave it to you. All right. All right. Okay, but this is spawning the sound, and it's only spawning with these multiplier things. It doesn't have an attenuation, so I wonder if that's what we need to do. Okay, but for now let's test the gold, getting the gold back when we kill one of our own. Okay, I want to go here. Okay, so I'll be spawning 3 guys, and then I'll be spawning 1 guy here, and then I'll attack this guy. Okay, we have 33. Okay, let me pause on the game first. Attach, record kill, and we put the, oh, okay, I'll probably put this here. And we crashed Unreal. GG. GG. Close without sending. Bruh, can you just like work regularly, please? No. Why do you have to be like this? Okay. Yeah, Unreal does not enjoy the auto reloading stuff. You are not a real Unreal developer unless you crash Unreal every so often. True words have never been spoken. Truer words. Good morning, Elgardia. Yeah, Elgardia is the actual OG professional Unreal developer here. He does work with Unreal every single day and gets paid for it. Oof, the praise, yeah. I need to praise all of you guys so you guys have like an incentive to send me money. Okay, this song is yucky. Well, not yucky, but it's like way too chill for what we want here. Hello, Daddy Unreal. Yeah. Hello, Daddy Unreal. Indeed. Okay, do I have the thing properly attached? Seems like we do. Okay. So let's try. I'm more like an ankle. Yeah. Happy Uncle Day. Dudzard is daddy. Not at all. Ain't no way, little bruh. Ain't no way. Okay. Bro, can you like not stop on random breakpoints? Thank you. Okay, so we are about to earn 20 gold. GG. And now we try to kill this guy. And will we stop there? GG. We did it, guys. We did it, guys. So yeah, if we kill one of our units, hell yeah, we are about to get annihilated by the yellow team. We'll watch. We lost. Sad. Yep. Yeah. So we do not get the gold from killing our own. Which is very nice. Which is very nice. You didn't get the gold, but did you get the girl? No, this game only has boys. Boys playing boys games with guns and stuff. So no girls here. But there are probably some boys here that enjoy other boys' company, so it's fine. Yesterday, while we were playing Red Dead Redemption 2, we found a guy that he says he likes girls, but I don't know. But everything it's welcome to me. I mean, people do what people want to do. But yeah, on the 1800s, someone was living a fake life and pretending to enjoy the company of opposite sex just not to get murdered. But we are trying to help them to come to terms with their own proper identity. That's just because we are a good cowboy, not one of the bad ones. I'm not sure if I want to put these on the same. I mean, this is just literally one line of code. But I don't know if I want to put this on the same PR. Well, might as well, right? Let's not like overthink it. Don't record kills for denials. For denials. Don't record. Well, I'll put it like this now, and then I'll let them decide. How did I roll back all of these? What the hell? Oof, okay. All right. And I need to close Unreal to actually roll back this thing. First thing I'll do when you guys release that game, I'm modding in the Padeira for Portugal. Yeah, it would be like a funny, how do I say this? Funny inside joke or something. Maybe we could have like a different unit just for Portugal. Like the regular rifleman would be like just people with the wooden shovel or something, and then they would like throw breads. Yeah, I wonder if we will support mods at all. I don't think we ever had like that conversation, but okay, I think we can tackle this one now, because this is something that we were the ones that worked on this previously, like some weeks ago. So when multiple bases are selected, select unit to purchase. Only the base that was first to be selected units are bought. If you use the hotkeys, then all bases spawn rifles and works fine. Okay, so what this means is if you have multiple bases selected, you should be able to spawn, to queue up units from all of those bases to spawn pretty much at the same time from the multiple bases. And what that bug ticket says is that it works if you press the keybinds on the keyboard, but it doesn't work if you go on the button and click there. BRB grabbing coffee. All right. See you soon. Enjoy your coffee. So, okay, let me get rid of all of the bots, because there's no way I can play with those many bots trying to murder me. Bots. Bot count 10. No, we'll do one bot. We'll do one bot. One bot is fine. And then we'll pick some region very, very far away from the bots. Have a nice coffee, Daddy Uncle. Have a nice coffee, Uncle Daddy. Okay, so we have this guy here. We might as well just... okay, I didn't want to buy a boat. I think that works for now. But that wasn't the plan at all. Okay. Yeah, I purchased the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, what I wanted to test is if we have multiple units selected and I press Q, both of them spawn one unit there. But if I click on Q here, then only this one works. So we need to figure out this situation here, right? Because we will want to have like multiple things selected, and then we spam Q, and then all of them will be spamming. And if we click the button, it should work the same. but it isn't working the same. So thanks, nephew, son, or niece, daughter, whatever floats your boat. I identify as having a PP. Me too. Me too. Okay, so let's try to figure out what this means. Well, actually, I want to test something. Like if I have these two here, and I click on, I don't know, W. Okay, only the medic gets spawned, which makes sense because this was the first one. Okay. I was just trying to figure out like if this would still spawn like this boat by pressing W. But it isn't. It's like spawning the proper unit from this. So this only works for the queue then, which is fine for now. Okay, but pressing the button here doesn't work. Cool. Okay, so where do I need to go regarding this? Let me think. Let me think. There's a something called selection. Yeah, I think it's the fortress selection thing, which then has all of these buttons here. I don't think this has a graph because we converted all of these to C++. GG. But then we'll have these purchase buttons here. Okay. We'll have these purchase buttons here. And it's not a looking file, it's a find usages. Okay, and here is where we add all of the buttons. Okay. And then this button here inside of it should have unclicked and unpressed. The hell? Is there a difference? C++ better than blueprints, yes. There are still some parts of the code that are still blueprints, but we are trying to move everything over to C++. And the biggest reason is the AI overlords cannot build blueprints, but they can build code. And there are some people in the team, not judging at all, by the way, but there are some people in the team that do enjoy working with AI. And if everything is C++, then the AI can actually help there. I'm still a boomer, so I like to do things by hand. Like, what the hell? Why do I have so many stuff here? I have unclicked, unpressed, unclicked with index, unclicked with purchase data. Like, what the hell, bro? And then this is not even used anywhere. Yeah, so this should be on mouse down. This is probably on mouse up. But then I don't know what the hell this is. But we have events for all of these. Again, I was the one that worked on this, so I should know what the hell I'm talking about, and I do not know what I'm talking about. I mean, this isn't plugged anywhere. What the hell? Okay, I'm very confused. Okay, let's go to this one. Handle button clicked. Maybe this will work. Okay, and we are attached. And we play the game. Okay, we click on Q. GG, didn't stop there. Pause. Are we properly attached, sir? Now we are. Okay. We click on Q. Up. We click on Q. It spawns, but we click on the button and GG. Elgardi redeemed skip song. Did it skip? Maybe it didn't. Manual skip. Oh, like I don't even get the call stack. Damn. Then I won't ever know where this is coming from, little bruh. Find in files. No, hold on. Find usages. Oh, it's on here. All right. Oh, it did? Well, then I apologize for skipping it myself. Yeah, bro, this is not good. But it is fine. Okay, so we are broadcasting this. Okay, can we figure out who the hell are we broadcasting to? Okay, I know there's like a way for us to find everyone that is registered to this on-pressed thing. But if that would be the case, then find usages would show something. Okay, unclicked. On spawn units button clicked. Okay. So it seems like this will call this. Right? Maybe. Because unpressed is not registered anywhere. Nor even on the blueprints. So I wonder that if we can just remove this. But then unclicked, seemingly it has the on unit. Oh, hold on. Seemingly has these. Yeah, this has an invocation list empty, meaning no one is actually reading from this. This also has an invocation list empty, which is not what I thought would happen. What about these guys? Okay, so this one has someone attached to it, and unclicked with purchase data, it's also empty. So the only one that actually works is this, for some reason. But it's fine with me. So this is actually attached to how do I check this? Invocation list on purchase button clicked on fortress selection. It's funny that it still says it has nothing here. On purchase button clicked. Okay, so it's actually coming there. Okay, and this button I'm doing this. Then the button itself will have some sort of tag, which tells us what's the unit that we clicked on, and then we send a purchase command. For the fortress entity. Ah, okay. I think the issue here is here we are only doing this for the fortress that is selected, or the first one that is selected. So essentially, whenever we click on this one, it like builds the UI, and it sets that this UI panel here is attached to this fortress ID. So even if I add like a secondary fortress, this panel is still using the ID from this one. And in reality, what I should want to do here is I should want to select, I need to get all of the fortresses that are currently selected and not this, right? Because then this request purchase, it takes an array of fortresses, but currently we only have this one here. So I wonder, how can I check easily all of the fortresses here? If I have the PC, the player controller, do I get a list of everything that is selected? Selected. Are all selected fortresses on units selected? No. Okay, so who does know who has the list of selection? Okay, let me close every other one. Well, I thought it would be the player controller. Seemingly it isn't. Employee serve handle control click. No, hold on. Activate broadcast unit selected. Hold on, it's not this one. This music is a banger. Cool. So seemingly it's not here. What the hell? Okay, so there's a selection system. Sure. So can I grab onto the selection system and get like a list of all of the fortresses that are currently selected? Okay, these guys are selected entities. So I wonder if I could plug into the selection system and then have like some sort of helper function, like a get selected fortresses kind of thing, you know? Broadcast selection changed. Okay, but this selection that is broadcasted goes where actually? Okay, who is attached to this guy here? Okay, bro. They're calling this every single frame. This is not good. Oh, we lost. GG. The game was running and we lost. Freaking AI, bro. Alright, alright. Okay, let's see. Okay, am I attached? I don't know. I am attached. GG. Okay, so my selected entity is a fortress. And this is being broadcasted to whom? To broadcast selection changed somewhere on the ECS world subsystem. Okay, broadcast selection changed. Broadcast selection changed on the ECS world, which is this. So we'll get here, and then we have more stuff here on selection change for the gameplay widget, which we do not want. Okay, so these are all UI stuff. No, but we have this for the fortress selection as well. Okay. Hold on. Fortress selection. On selection changed. On selection changed. Okay, so we actually get the list of all of the fortresses here. All right. Okay, so we actually get a copy of everything here. Nothing to check if we are not currently showing a fortress. How goes it? Hello. Good morning, Simonot. It's going well. We've been working in our beautiful RTS Unreal game. We've added the remaining of the selection sounds for all of the units. And we fixed one issue that we introduced on Monday with our task on Monday, which was like the denial thing where if you were low HP, you wanted to kill your own units, so it didn't give the kill to the other team. So we fixed an issue with that. And now we are fixing this issue where when you have multiple bases selected, if you click on the Q button, all of them will spawn one unit properly. But if you have, well, let me show you. It's better if... Okay, let me just quickly annihilate this guy with capitans. Pyong, 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 pyong. Kill, kill, shoot, pew, pew, pew. Okay, cool. So if we have two bases selected and I click on the Q button, I'm not pressing this here, I'm just clicking the keyboard key, then both will spawn one unit there. But if I click this button, hold on, apologies. Okay, forget this test, we'll do it again. If I click this button instead, then only one of them will spawn. But both should be spawning, so that's what we are trying to solve now. Simon not be like... That's funny. Simonot, have you posted my God Stream Deck? I need it, bro. I won't ever become a professional streamer if I don't have a stream deck. No, I haven't. What should I do with you? I still need to find out the shipping cost. Well, it's probably gonna be like 30 bucks or something. Some of us have jobs. Indeed. Feels nice to be unemployed, by the way, not gonna lie. After almost 3 years of having no life, it's cool to just do whatever I feel like doing. Okay, so what actually happens when I click on the Q button? And how is that different? Maybe that's something we can investigate. Never remember the name of these. Yay. Then it's probably like purchase unit 0. Yeah. Purchase unit 0, and then this will be attached to purchase unit 0 somewhere into the code. Purchase unit 0 action, yes. And then it's this. And then these will get all of the fortresses, and then it requests a purchase for each fortress. Bro, why can't you just pass like a list of fortresses inside? Like, you could do this and this would work. The hell? I don't know. But yeah, essentially this gets all of the selected fortresses and then sends a remote procedure call. The freedom is nice. Want to know what the cup originally said? Yeah, I'm afraid to Google this on stream. My ass is cup. Well, it used to say, my ass is mud. Okay, let me copy this. It used to say this. My ass is mud. Which is not as funny as my ass is reduced for quick sale. Or my ass is $2. Whatever interpretation you wanna give it. Good job, TS Just, you've been funny. Because it's brown halfway up, so gotta be good. Oh, that's disappointing, yeah. The TS Just version is way more funny. Okay, so I think that we essentially need to do here. So our fortress selection gets a copy of all of the selected entities. So what we can do here is we can, on the widget itself, we can have a list. What are the privates? Yeah, we can have it's a F array. I don't even know. Is it an F array? F vector? The hell? Okay, hold on. It's a U array. I don't know. Like, okay, I'm having like a blank. How do I make an array in Unreal? T array. We can have a T array of int32s, and we'll make these selected fortresses entities. Yes, something like this. Fortresses. Okay, we can have this, and then whenever we get this new selection, we might as well do this, right? We might as well do this, and then the selected entity says if it's a fortress. It does say. GG. Okay, so you can do not clear. Clear? No. Empty. And then for each one, we do if we are a fortress, we insert dot add dot selected entity dot entity ID. GG. And then we don't need to, well, might as well do, no, I want to do this properly. And then whenever we do this, now I'm scared if, because, where was it? It was here. So here we are doing a remote procedure call, but we are doing one RPC for each fortress. Although we technically support an array here, meaning that we'll actually, we should be actually do this like in one call, but I don't want to risk it, so I'll just do a for const int32 fortress ID in selected fortress entities, and then we can just do this fortress ID here. GG. And we can probably do the same thing here. Right. Okay. How do I refactor this? Rename. IDs. Okay. And we, okay, I think we need to stop the ongoing game. And now we can build. There's a 50% chance that this is going to crash because that's just how Unreal goes. And if it crashes, then it's overall slower to launch the entire thing. Nah, first try every time. No, unfortunately not. There was like some sort of issue where first try every try. There was some sort of issue last week or something when I made some code change, and I knew immediately that if I would try to auto-reload, that thing wouldn't work. But it compiled, it didn't crash, and Unreal said, yeah, I got the new updated patch, and it's still displaying the whole behavior. So then I had to actually restart the... I had to restart the entire thing, and then it worked. Okay, this says that it's working now, so we shall see. Auto-reload sucks in UE, yeah. But the issue is that the loop of actually compiling, closing, compiling, and opening, it takes a while. I think that's one of the things that Unity does way better. But that's just because C# and Windows are more tightly integrated, so it just works, right? Okay, what do I want to conquer? Okay, I'm about to destroy the entirety of Spain. Fuck these guys. Oh, it should like work with this thing, these different positions, but I don't think it is. Okay, bro. You destroy this guy. GG. Now we destroy this guy. GG. And now we will get Unity. I mean, I didn't say that Unity is better overall. I did say that Unity is better overall for hot reloading. I was very specific in what I said. Okay, we have this. 3 things here. We click on Q. They go there. GG. Now, fuck these guys. And now, we selected 3. We click on this button. GG. GG. We solved it. Now, another test, because I also just implemented that. If I click on Q and then I click on this, do they cancel? Yes. See, like they're canceling on all of them. We did it. We did it. GG's. We are professional Unreal developers now. Okay. Now for this, I actually think we deserve a proper different branch. Who the hell just pushed the new thing? Bruh. Alright. It's whatever. Hold on, I should put my beautiful thing here. And I'm working on this one. I mean, this was fairly quick. Like, I mean, not even 30 minutes, but I'll put 30 minutes. It's whatever. And what's this called? Multiple base purchasing with UI buttons. Okay. Allow purchasing, canceling queued units. For multiple fortresses when clicking the UI. Okay. GG. Another one. Another one. Okay, so I think might as well just move this to here and this one to here as well. And now I'll create a new PR. What do you mean? I want like clicking the UI here. Yes. Okay, let me message the big guy himself. Also made the multiple purchasing canceling work for multiple fortresses when clicking the UI buttons and not. Paste. GG. GG. Say hi to the big guy. Yes. Hello, big guy. He's the big guy that is paying me the money. So I need to say hi to him and be very thankful for the opportunity. But again, feels nice to earn some money while being unemployed. Yeah, I don't know if I should be working more on this. because I don't want to start random tasks. I mean, bugs and all, that's fine. But for new tasks that aren't bugs, I should first discuss them. But that one I was fairly certain on what should happen because I was the one that made the original task. You want to work around here? You gotta go through the big guy. Yeah. You go through the big guy first. Guys, can you see how much work I put on this thing? Look at this. Task, 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 task. Some random guy that doesn't matter. And then... Oh, no, okay. So it filters my tasks to be on top. GG. And then we have 2 more here. 3 more here. GG. We are winning. Okay. I don't have more Unreal tasks to do now. So I think we'll go to the Game Boy. Either that or I leave early. Thoughts? Or you play some games? Well, if I play some games, then I'll go into a random category and people will just leave, right? People that are currently watching me, I'm not calling you out, sorry. But people that are watching me just want to use me as some sort of background sound while they actually work. And I don't think they will be appreciating me playing some cowboy game with tons of shouting and shooting and stuff. And cursing even. Because yesterday we had someone say the N-word on one of the dialogues, so... So yeah, I think we do like 2 hours of Game Boy development now. Yeah, I might not do the afternoon stream today, because today is Father's Day and I need to leave early anyway. Or maybe I'll just do like a quick 15-minute lunch break or something and not even close stream. That's also a possibility. And then I leave around 3 or 4 p.m. I do not know. Okay. In any case, the Unreal part is done, guys. GG. And I think we have everything properly committed. This is my changes to remove the bots. We have two PRs going, but fixing 3 actual things. This still hasn't been merged for some odd reason. Let me triple check this. Stand alone. Oh, I'll probably need to add like some command that points to the standalone Discord so that people can go there and follow the server and say, oh, I knew about you guys because dude's already streaming and he's like a great streamer and you should pay him more money. That would be also nice. Yeah, this one hasn't been merged yet. Neither has this. Damn, there are like a ton of things that haven't been merged. Okay, let's do that then. Let's create a new command. Actions. Bot commands. Yes. These will be group. Bot commands. These will be standalone. Triggers. Triggers. So triggers will be a Twitch. How do I do this? It's a car command triggered. Okay. Car command triggered. Oh, okay. So it's not here first. First, we need to do it here. So we need a stand alone, which is the name of the game. The command will be this. Put each command prefix on its own line. Well, I think we can do both these, or maybe like Unreal or something. So it should work for standalone, RTS, and Unreal. Okay. And the trigger for this will be a car command triggered, which will be the standalone one. And here we want to go on Twitch, chat, reply to message, right? And now I'll need to grab an invitation. Invite to server, copy. Okay, so this is the URL. And I don't know what to write here. I don't know what to write. What we're doing, I'm adding a command so that, well, it should be live already. This is a command that points to the Discord server for the Unreal game development, so that people can go there and chat and ask to participate in alpha tests and stuff if they want. But I don't know what to type on the message. Yeah, standalone. Yeah, it's the name of the game, at least for now. But it's standalone because in reality, there might be some level of cooperation. What are you doing there? Test. What's going on? Just testing overlay. Oh, okay. Does it work? I don't think it should work. Yeah, I doubt that stream elements would allow for HTML injection through Twitch chat messages. But maybe they are? No, they are not. Yeah, the overlay is stream elements, not streamer bot. Yes. Same thing for the notification things, like when I do this. This is stream elements. I'm gonna try harder than that. Image source on error alert. Yeah, Simonot does know a thing or two about input injections. Check the development of stand alone here. Standalone. Check the development and apply for playtests here. Okay. Does this work? GG. Does this work? GG. Do we like this command or this command sucks? Be honest, guys. EQX, hello, good morning. I've been penetrated many times by ruthless testers. It's mid. Well, feel free to give me a better alternative then. Whoa, Zord talking to Simo on Discord. Yes, we are very close friends, I would say. Not, well, It's weird to call someone friend when you actually haven't ever ugh. It's tough to call someone a friend when you actually haven't been in person with that person at all. You don't know how they look like, you don't know what their voice sounds like. But it's whatever. Yeah, it's an internet friend for sure. I mean the wheel, the sim racing wheel, I bought it from him, right? And the pedals and stuff. And now I'm buying the stream deck as well. At least I haven't been scammed yet, so as long as that keeps happening, then we'll be friends for sure. EQX is my internet friend. Oh. Yeah, he's my friend as well. Well, now we can talk shit about EQX because now he's getting all of the ads, right? And we are all subscribed here. But yeah, he's French, he's weird. But we like to pretend that we are friends. Oops, the ads hadn't started yet. Oops. Whoops. Stare. If I met EQX AFK, I probably wouldn't understand what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah, it will depend on the accent that he has. Do you have like a thick French accent on your English, or is like a legit good English as mine is? Well, not that mine is that good, obviously, but if we were to hear you speaking English, I have an accent. Oh, so you do speak English like this, huh? Oui, huh? Yes, sir. Je speak le English. Omelette. Okay, what were we doing? I don't even know. Hold on. Someone suggested something. Add the description of what it is. WikiWix is so smart. He's probably my best internet friend. Today I learned those are knows French. At least in Portugal, we learn two languages, two additional languages in school, and usually people pick English to start, 2 or 3. Most common use case is 2, but usually people start learning English whenever they are like 9 or 10 years old, and then when they are 14 or 15 they can start having French classes as well. You can pick English. Well, now it's kind of forced on you to pick English, but there's an option for you to pick French first if you'd rather do it, but no one does. So yeah, at least nowadays you start learning English from age 9 or 10. Oh, is it actually mandatory? Okay, then I didn't know that. Spanish is also taught some places. Yes, but it's optional and you actually have to say that you want to learn Spanish. Also for German, but yeah. 99% of the students here, they learn English first, and then whenever they are 14 or 15, they learn French for 2 or 3 years. So, oui. Je comprends pas de français un petit peu. Oui. At least the enough. I understand enough and I can speak a little bit just to... If one day I find myself in some trouble in France, then I think I can get away with my French. But it's not enough to like speak non-stop as I do with English, for sure. We get to pick between Spanish, French, and German. Okay, let me put something better on screen because this sucks. Let me open Unreal so people have like a better thing to look at. we get to pick between Spanish, French, and German. Okay, but you still have the mandatory English. Okay. And then out of those languages, you only choose one. I picked Spanish, but we had horrible teacher, so I didn't learn anything. Portuguese had a lot of immigration to France a couple of decades back, so there's history there. I mean, we are kinda all over the world, right? I legit have family immigrating in Spain, Germany, US, France. Yeah, EQX didn't comment on my French. Now I'm sad. I was speaking French just to him. Yeah, I will never speak French again on stream. Sad, sad. Rude, yeah. It was good, yeah. Well, now you are too late. Now I don't care. Not even a petit peu. Fuck the French. No, just kidding. I do like your croissant. I was so amazed I got speechless. Yeah. Okay, let's go with EQX's suggestion of actually telling what the hell standalone is. Standalone. Risk-inspired RTS game built on UE5. Check the development and apply for playtest here. UE6 whenever your big boss man Tim Sweeney releases UE6. Guys, do we like this now? Is this better? Shh. What do you mean? Don't you enjoy updating the entire code base every 3 months whenever they release a new version? That's kind of what you do right now. Like most of the times your job is just upgrading code. You don't even develop new features at all. Who is better, Sweeney or Carmack? I don't have a preference, but Elgardia has, so I'll let him answer that. Yeah. Okay, guys, I need you all to click on that button, on that URL that we have here, and join the server and like just say, yeah, I was watching the development of these on Twitch, so yeah, now I'm here thanks to Dudezord. I would really appreciate that. Also, Sweeney cancels Unreal Tournament. They can go someplace where the sun doesn't shine as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Well, we actually had a pretty good story out of that, didn't we? Like a ton of years ago, when we learned that Unreal Tournament was cancelled, we met some people that wanted to build like an open source Unreal Tournament version in Unreal as well. And we joined that crew and we worked with them for almost a year. Then the guy that was managing the entire thing, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So essentially we grew tired of it. But it was cool. I wonder if they have like any updates on that. Open tournament coming soon to Steam. Yeah, this website is like 10 years old by now. 2024. I don't trust it. Let me see. Is this the thing? I think this is the thing. Who the hell is this guy? The hell? 5 years ago. Yeah, I think this is when we worked on it. Unreal Tournament 99 was the best. I remember making maps for that in Unreal Add 1. Maybe it was an Unreal Add 2 or 3 by then. Yeah, Elgardia, UT99 was the best indeed. 2K4 is also nice. Bro, I don't care for any of this tech. Like, just show me the gameplay. Yeah, one of the things, I don't know if they will show it, but one of the things that I worked on was on the lifts, the like elevators, the doors, and whenever you got on the what was it called? There's like some sort of thing that you stand on, like throws you into the air. I also worked on that, and it was like deterministic, like it would actually guide you towards another thing. Jump pad, yes. EQX is a very professional, well, I don't think it's an Unreal Tournament, but he's a very professional Quake player. So he knows everything Quake related as well. So I would pay almost